Hey there, I'm Arjuna, and the Great Strat search continues. I'm on a mission to find my perfect Stratocaster, and today I'm really excited to be playing my second, count it, second K-Line Springfield. So another one came up a lot sooner than I was expecting, and it was too good of a deal to pass up. So I'm really excited to share that with you today. I have to say I'm developing something of a penchant for these things. I just think that they're really excellently made guitars. There's something that feels a bit special about them. You know, there's like a lot of high-end Strat copies out there, but there's something about the K-Line so far that just feels a little bit extra to me somehow. Anyway, enough gabbing. Let's get down to it. All right, y'all. It's time for round two with the K-Line Springfield. This is another one that I ordered. I didn't think that it would be this quick between last time and the next time ordering one. I liked the last one I got so much, had to return it because it was broken, but I liked the last one so much that I told myself, if I see another one come up for a good price, I'm gonna get it. And I mean, literally within weeks, this one came up at an absolute steal. I mean, this thing, apparently, we'll see, this thing's supposed to be in mint condition, and I'm buying it for basically half price, maybe even cheaper than half price. The previous owner just wanted to move it, so there you go. His loss was my gain. It's time to do another unboxing. Let's go. All right, that was considerably easier than the last one I did. This was just this case inside a box. Looks like it got here all right. Got to do the smell test. It's very important when you buy a used guitar. You've got to smell it. Outside and inside the case, this case does look like it's in immaculate condition, and it should, because this guitar apparently is mint condition and practically brand new. All right, so it's time to actually take this thing out of the case. Let's see what we are working with here. This is a nice gig bag, by the way. I just have to say, this is a K-Line branded gig bag. And yeah, this thing is real solid. I would feel a little whammy bar in there. I would feel happy about using this to carry this guitar around. All right, and now for the unveiling. Da 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 da. Ooh wee! Look at this. Ta-da! Wow. All right, so first thing that is occurring to me with this guitar is that the color is actually a lot different than I expected it would be. It said in the description that it was like a candy apple red, but this is like it's like a tomato metallic flake color is how I would describe this guitar. So it actually, I don't know how clear that is in this current lighting, but it's really not the color I was expecting. I don't know if I'm disappointed with that or not. The color wasn't a big selling point for me on this guitar. It was just the fact that it was, you know, a K-Line for a great price, in good condition. So let's talk a little bit about this particular model. This is the K-Line Springfield. Feeling the neck here, that's a very important aspect for the guitar. So this is using like his medium C neck. It's like a 0.85 of an inch width at the first fret. I'm putting my hand on the neck. It definitely feels substantial. You know, it's like, it's interesting actually. Something I've noticed with his guitars is that they all seem to have a little bit of a V on them. Even like this one's just, you know, listed as like a regular C neck, but it definitely, especially towards the headstock end, it has like a very gentle, I don't know if it's like a full-on V or a U shape or what. It just like kind of sticks out a little bit more than a lot of, say, like modern Fenders do. So I'm learning, you know, it's one of the interesting things about getting into a guitar brand is that you start to learn some of the kind of signature things, some of the things that are unique to those brands. And I'm definitely getting a feel for the K-Line neck shape. I think I like it. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have to play it more. So now I'm just kind of like going through like a routine inspection just to make sure that it's in good condition. It's not too heavy. It's 7.5 pounds. It feels like a light 7.5 pounds. You know what I mean? Isn't that funny? Like and I mean, I haven't weighed this myself, but the seller said that that's how much it weighed. But I swear there will be two guitars which, you know, the scale says they're the same, but they feel really different. I'm excited about this guitar, but it's a little unfortunate. I'm definitely finding it to not be in mint condition. So I feel like the seller was kind of being disingenuous there, which is a little bit disappointing. It's not something that you want to see on a new guitar, you know? New to you guitar, especially if it's listed in mint condition. You know, it has like a ding on the back, which you're not going to be able to see that. It has some scratches. I can't tell, you know, the metal on this is kind of like tarnished, and I can't tell if that's part of the relicking or what. I mean, it seems fairly consistent. These tuning machines seem like more, yeah. So I think this is part of the relic, is what I'm seeing. Like there's some tarnishing on the input jack, for example, which is reassuring. It's hard to tell though, you know, this is like because like the finish on it and the back of the neck and everything is definitely not worn really at all. So anyway, some other things to note about this guitar: it has a 10-inch radius, so it's almost like a Fender radius, it's a little flatter. These pickups are his K64 pickups. That's one of the things I'm really excited about. I know that Chris winds his own pickups, and I haven't gotten a chance to try any of his own. The last model that I got had Klein pickups in them, which also sounded great. But I've heard a lot of really good things about his pickups. So that's something I'm really stoked about. In tune, straight out of the bag, which is amazing. That, my friends, is one of the ways that you know that you have an excellent guitar, all right? This guitar was shipped to me from Louisiana, all right? I'm on the West Coast. I'm in the Northwest. And so for a guitar to come out of the case in the winter time, it was probably about 40 to 50 degrees outside Fahrenheit today when this was delivered. So in order for this to be in tune right now is shocking. That is amazing. It's definitely a very resonant guitar. It sounds really, really good unplugged, which, you know, I'm not like one of those people who super believes in that, but it's definitely nice. You know, it gives you some confidence in the instrument when it has that quality. And you know, this guitar just has something that I noticed the other K-Line had that I haven't seen in like Shaw's, Sir, I guess is how you pronounce that. And honestly, I haven't even necessarily seen it in some of the Fender custom shops that I've seen, even kind of the relic ones, where it just kind of feels old. It's hard to describe like why. There's nothing about it that immediately jumps out and tells you it's an old guitar, but just when you hold it, you pick it up, you touch the finish, you look at it. You know, I think this guitar is like a year old or something, and it just feels like I haven't like really played that many vintage guitars or anything, so I can't tell you, you know, but it feels older than it is. I'll just put it that way, which is pretty amazing. And I think part of it as well is just that like the construction and the design of it is just kind of nailing some of these points that I feel like Fender's kind of lost over the years. Without plugging it in yet, just kind of like this cursory inspection and feeling how it feels in my hand with the neck, you know, strumming it, having it be super freaking in tune right out of the bag. I can't believe that. I literally can't believe that. I'm already super impressed with this guitar, so I'm really excited to plug it in and demonstrate for you how it sounds. So let's get into that. All right, so we have this guitar going clean into my Fender Bassbreaker 15 amp and nothing else in the chain. Some cowboy chords on the neck pickup and sounding great with the cowboy chords. It has a thing which I was hoping for from these 64 pickups, which is just they sound full. They sound really like gutsy. It sounds very kind of like piano-like, I would say. It has that like a real clarity of intonation. So it's gonna need to be set up. There's definitely some it's buzzing a little bit. I don't think that's a fault. The fretwork looks fantastic. I think it's just, yeah, I think previous owner maybe liked action lower than I do. These saddles are down pretty low. Tell you, this feels like a joy to play. Yeah, definitely gonna need a setup though. Some full sound. Let's try the middle. Nice and full, even on that middle position. It just sounds really like sound thin at all. It's like a really like if someone had told me this was the neck position on this guitar, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. It has a little bit of that twang, if you know, but it's like, it's really full. Let's try that bridge. Good, like acidic kind of. Yeah, I mean that's got as much of that kind of scathing vibe as you would hope for. Get all of the kind of like edgy rock and roll that you want to get out of that bridge pickup. Okay, I'm impressed with these pickups so far. They all sound killer. They sound really full. I'm not missing anything. There's no like frequencies that are like jumping out at me that I don't like. This so far just sounds like a really great old school kind of Strat, which is exactly what I was hoping for. Let's try it with some gain. Noticing something which I noticed on the previous Springfield I played as well, which had different pickups, mind you, is that it's got like the breakup is very dirty, alright? Like, you just listen to that, it's really gritty. It's really gonna like... It's like, it's just coming apart, you know, like if you want this to be like a super clean sound, I don't know, you're going to need something different going on with your pedals or your amp, because yeah, it's kind of it's a real nasty sounding breakup. Between position sounds so good. That's one of the ways you can tell you're playing a really good guitar with really good pickups, is that even the in-between positions sound like full. It's like, of course it's going to be scooped to a certain degree, but most of the time when I'm playing a Strat and I click it into the 2 and the 4 positions, I might be like, oh, that's a cool tone, but I almost immediately want to switch away from it. And on this guitar, I could just... I could just hang out here all night. I wouldn't even notice, honestly. Which is impressive. That's impressive for me. So gritty, man. It's so gritty. thing sounds amazing. It's almost got like a it's not like as rich as a humbucker, but it's almost got that like bright Gibson-y kind of bridge sound going on there. Neck feels amazing, by the way. So even though this is, it's not like a super gloss finish. I would almost call this like a matte gloss finish, if that makes sense. But it feels so good. I mean, it feels, it's hard to describe why it feels so good. I'm in love with this guitar. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I'm so glad this is my guitar right now. I like this a lot better than the other Springfield that I bought. I like the pickups better. I like the neck shape better. I like pretty much everything better about it. This is an amazing guitar. All right, so after having jammed on this guitar for a while, here are a few of my thoughts. It has the quality that I most like in a guitar, which is that I don't want to put it down. So apart from anything else kind of objectively I can say about it, it's just a really sweet instrument that I want to keep playing. So that's the most important thing. The neck feels amazing. There's just something about the way that it's finished and the way that it's shaped. It feels absolutely incredible. It just kind of like, it's hard to describe why it's better. It's kind of intangible, but it's just like, you could take another guitar that's shaped exactly like this and it just wouldn't quite feel as nice. Just even there's something about the way it sits on my body. I don't know, maybe I'm just like I'm honeymooning or whatever, but it's almost like it just sits a little bit nicer on in my lap than the average Strat does. So anyway, I think this might be my new main axe. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna have to get some more quality time with it. Just gonna have to get more hours of playing. But the initial testing feels incredible. So there you have it. I'm recording this a few days later and I'm still really in love with the guitar. So I think once I get it set up properly, it's gonna be a keeper. And who knows? Will it end the Great Strat search? I guess we're going to find out, won't we? But anyway, in the meantime, I appreciate you sticking with me until the end of the video, and I hope you will please, 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 please like and subscribe, comment, engagement, recommend to your friends, all of that good stuff. It really helps me stay motivated and feel like this channel is actually doing something for someone, which I hope it is. Anyway, stay safe out there and I'll catch you on the next one.